Good morning, everybody. This is the news point, the news for you and your animal companion, addressing Diego Báez. Today, we will present a transmission dedicated to the care of birds in the belonging to the Cetacea family as a companion animal. In addition, we have the presence of specialists who will cover the factors for the prepared time. We will start in Tabio, Cundinamarca, with Cesar Sánchez, specialist in company birds, who will make a general description of the species and the relation of the human being. Go ahead, Cesar.
Thanks, Diego, and good morning to all our viewers. There are several types of birds that adapt to the needs of human beings, who live alone before having a good as an animal, a good sense of life, and a good behavior to provide an appropriate lifestyle, respectful, and species that must develop in a wild environment to not alter their reproduction or behavior. Beyond being able to adopt dogs and cats, there are many species of birds that can be shaded with the humans. The scope of predators can be easily used in the biological conditions of the environment in which it can be considered as pet must be in the best possible way. Another very important aspect is to understand that in the moment of relating to certain birds, humans can be seen as predators, and while they are attacked to our presence, they can suffer a lot of stress. However, with the passage of time and dedication to the raising of a bird, she can get used to both as an environment of relationship with the human that can simply live free and not escape. In some cases, the relationship with humans is so formidable for birds that somehow they don't miss those of their own species. For this, not only a good treatment is necessary, but also, as we indicated previously, an auspicious environment where birds can hide and wide spaces where they can develop. The physical contact with birds should be careful because they should be aware of their management. Could affect their wings or also cause diseases. For all these, there are easy to use tools that help reduce the stress of the birds at the time of being treated. This, along with a series of positive rewards, such as a food, contribute to the fact that we can have training birds. It must be understood that Cetacea are mostly wild birds. Therefore, they have a high mortality rate, but they do not adapt well to their environment, or while being transported from one place to another. So, while they are in captivity, they can design nests and suitable environments in easy to clean materials and entrances and exit for their size. Spaces where they can be reproduced, hanging hangars, and places to which they can be easily adapted. Return to the study.
Thanks, Cesar. Now we go to Chia, Cundinamarca, with our specialist in nutrition, Laura Paipa. Go ahead, Laura.
Good morning, everybody. The cetacean, as well as all companion birds, require in their diet the inclusion of carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, and minerals in a proportional way. For the care of these animals, it's important to consider two recommendations in their feed. For the first one, we must know about the food categories that this require. Mix of seeds. The drawback of this type of food is that although you can make a balanced diet with mixture of seeds, generally birds consume more of a type of seeds, leaving aside the others related to nutritional minerals. Another problem with seed-based feeding is the high fat content of many of these, which can lead to fattening the bird. Pelletized. On the one hand, there are the crickets that are obtained by compressing the hot food paste in a mold, and sometimes they are accompanied by a mixture of seeds. On the other hand, there are the granulated pellets that are made by compressing high-quality vegetables at low temperature. Fruits and vegetables because they are appetizing and provide vitamins and minerals to the bird. Softened or cooked legumes are a good source of vegetable protein, although sometimes are difficult to digest. Fruits and vegetables must be fresh to provide the nutritional potential required for the bird. Breeding paste and prepared for artificial food. Commercial breeding pastes provide proteins, minerals, vitamins, and sometimes flavor added to make them more appealing for birds in reproductive stage. Once those important foods for our birds were mentioned, now we will talk about the things that should be avoided for their consumption. Starting by avoiding the food not established in the diet of each species. The medicines and supplements without prescription. The substances such as a vitamin when it is supplied of 20 to 100 times more than the requirement, the vitamin 4 to 10 times more than established, calcium in excessive levels in the diet combined with the vitamin, zinc from 10 to 20 times more than is the requirement. So, the interaction between different elements that make up the diet when it is not well balanced can vary the capacity of absorption and metabolism of some of them. Some foods, such as spinach, despite having a good nutritional intake, can have among its components a high level of oxalic acid that, due to its difficult metabolism and excretion, can cause damage to the avian organ. If these recommendations are followed correctly, various nutritional diseases can be prevented and our birds will lead a healthy life. Return to study with more information about citizens.
Food is a determining factor that can affect the welfare of the animals. However, there are other aspects that can affect the health of our pets. Geraldine Romero, our avian medicine specialist, will explain the conditions and the aspects how can we prevent them.
Thanks, Diego. Some diseases are common to a variety of bird species, several of which affect the respiratory systems. Chlamydia, pseudocyanine bacteria can be inhaled or eaten from infected fishes, feathers, or eggs and can cause chlamydiosis in many bird species. It is also known as psittacosis, but it doesn't know only affect things, causing respiratory distress and more generalized conditions, general malaise and potentially death. The fungal disease aspergillosis can commonly affect the respiratory tract or lead to less specific weight loss or depression, with chronic infection sometimes triggered by stress. Internal parasites like intestine or throat worms and external parasites like lice, ticks, and mites can cause anemia, skin problems, coughing, or weight loss, although they should have limited effect if their health and husbandry is otherwise good. Avian pox virus can cause raised skin, lumps, particularly in wild-caught juveniles. Now we talk about how to prevent some diseases. New flock members should be quarantined for at least 2 weeks, ideally in pre-established groups. During this time, birds should be monitored, tested, and treated as appropriate. Vaccination is possible for some conditions. Infected birds should be removed if they pose a risk to other birds, balancing this risk with the stress of insulation and relocation, and treated, ensuring good hygiene to prevent human infections. Treatment in birds can be made more difficult by their small size, difficult handling, high metabolic rates, limited licensed products, and limited expertise, although there are increasing opportunities for veterinary surgeons to specialize in avian medicine. Breeding can also alter bird susceptibility to diseases, including nutritional problems. Some fancy breeds also have inherent genetic diseases or exaggerated characteristics. In some cases, colors may be associated with variations in hormone levels, stress response, or immune function. Other birds may rarely show signs of suffering overly because doing so can. Another important aspect to consider is that the cytosine are considered wild animals in captivity, are susceptible to parasites, viruses, and bacteria, are not normally in their natural habitat, and where they not present any kind of immunity. In addition to behavioral changes by not being able to express the typical behaviors of each species. We turn to study.
In fact, considering health conditions in birds is important as in public health, as the consequence may not be only for them but also can make carriages since many diseases can be zoonotic. Finally, we will talk about the reproduction of cetacine with our expert in that, Daniela Mendez.
Hi everybody, and yes, I'm going to tell you some important aspects of reproduction if you are considering have this bird as a pet. The first aspect is that there are some species of birds that reproduce well in colonies. Such is the case of Australian parakeets and lovebirds. However, other species, such cockatoos and parrots, reproduce better if kept in insolent couples. The formation of couples is notorious beginning the reproductive season. The couple remain together until the chicks leave, when they begin to move in family groups. During the reproductive event, three stages in the behavior of couples are recognized: cavities exploration, copulation, and parental care. Well, another aspect that you have to know is that under natural conditions, the cetaceans use tree trunks to lay their eggs. Usually, the male selects the nest and prepares it for the female that is waiting, taking out with the big strip of wood from the tree to make it base in the nest. They can incubate the eggs, one or sometimes two parents. In captivity, all these factors are extremely difficult to observe. So, the reproduction of cetaceans, and in general of any birds, is an event that requires instrument and special care that can only be given in special parenting places, and hardly in the home who has them as a pet. It is important to gather all the conditions for the reproduction of these birds. It is only achieved through professional work, since it involves not only feeding and relation with other individuals, but also the object that will be used as the nest, which is usually a box of wood. In most nests in breeding facilities, it is advisable to install the nest with a not very thick layer of sawdust and sand, where the couple can keep their eggs.
Thanks, Daniela. So far, that's all the information for today in 2 Point News. Thanks to all our viewers, and in the next occasion we will be.